Hello my breeding friends, I am back with another video. This time if anybody's out there wanting to learn jewelry making, I wanted to show three easy ways to get into bracelet making specifically, so that way everything's easy and not overwhelming for you guys. So I have my beads here. These are, oh man, I didn't measure them. 5 millimeter size beads, and we're going to use the same beads on 3 different stringing material. So we have a nylon cord here that we're going to make at the end. Stretchy bracelets, these are very popular, and on a memory wire. I don't see a whole lot of bracelets made with these, but this is, I feel like, the most easiest way that requires the least amount of tool to make a bracelet, and it's adjustable without you having to do anything, and you only need 2 tools. You need something to make a loop with, like a round nose plier, and a memory wire cutter. This cutter is specifically for memory wire. If you use anything else, you will break that cutter. So memory wire to cut the memory wire. So I already have a little piece of memory wire left here. This is golden color. I'm going to make a loop at the very end so that our beads stay in place and not roll away. So here we are, and now I'm going to, and even your loop doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's big enough to hold your beads. That's all you need. I have just the perfect number of beads here to go around the wrist once. You can definitely use more beads, more coils, and make it go around 2-3 times, as many times as you want. And you don't have to stick with just one kind of beads. You can pretty much put anything, any design you want. But just for the tutorial purpose here, and to compare how each method of bracelet making looks to each other, I wanted to use just one type of bead, one size. So all you want to do is just put your beads through your wire, anything else. You can watch TV while doing this. You can even do this on like a car ride, or somewhere when you're traveling. And that's what I do. This is my favorite thing to make when I'm going on a long drive, because I get car sick if I make something where I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. But this one because I know I can just put the bead through without any problem. So okay, so our beads are in our wire. you can see, it's pretty springy, it retains its shape, and it hugs nicely on your wrist. As you can see on my wrist, it wraps a little bit more than one wrap. And so I'm ready to finish this bracelet off. And to do that, I'm gonna leave a little space because we need to make another loop so that our beads don't fall out. So I'm gonna make a cut right here. And then get my plier one more time and round it off to a loop. That's it, guys. I think that took, what, 5 minutes? And then it fits perfectly on pretty much any wrist. Okay. If you want to go a little further, you can obviously add charms and do all kinds of fun things, but for the purpose of this video, we're just making a basic bracelet. And then for the tools, like I said, just your round nose plier and your wire cutter. Now moving on to our stretch bracelets. That is everybody's favorite bracelet to make. And I think Taylor Swift really made this popular, with the friendship bracelets. So I'm just gathering my beads, the same kind, and we're gonna make this 7 inches long. So as you can see, I have my measuring tape here. We're gonna get our stretchy cord. This one is size 0.5 mm. So all you're doing is stringing the bead into your elastic cord. Now the elastic itself is a little flimsy, not like the wire where it's sturdy and it goes in easy. So that's why this takes a little bit longer to thread in. And you want to measure this 7 inches long. I've already measured this. I've pre-measured it and got the right amount of beads here, so I know this is going to be about 7 inches. And you need a pair of scissors for this. And as you can see, I am putting my beads through directly into the spool so that you save your elastic. You're not wasting. So then you want to tie a couple knots here. I usually tie surgeon's knot, which is going around 2 times and then 1 time. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, and then you need a pair of scissors for this way of making bracelet. Then you cut your ends, and then if you can, try to stick it inside your put the knot, or try to push the knot inside a bead. Let's see, I'm not sure if this is, oh, it will. Okay, so hide the knot inside your bead like that. Okay, that's it. That's your second method of making a bracelet. And let's put it on. Easy. Okay, now if you like to make your bracelet this way, which like I said, a lot of people do, you can invest in a few other things. You can get a bead board like this. Because we only use one size beads. Oh, it's a little tighter than 7 inches. That's fine. You can line up your beads this way, because if you measure it straight up like this, if your beads are thicker, that kind of takes up the circumference and it doesn't come up to the right measurement. So it's always better to design your bracelet on a bracelet bead board like this instead of using a regular measuring tape. Okay, and then the other thing you can invest on is one of these tools. This is called, what is this called? Stretchy bracelet making tool. This is made by Beadalon. So there's a little hook at the end that you can put your, I'm sorry guys, put your, so you would put your beads through here. So you'd string your beads into the this part of the needle. So this is called needle, a stretch bracelet making needle or something like that. So you would put your work through here first, and then you would there's a little hook here at the end, and then you would put your elastic through your hook, and then run your beads down your stretchy cord. Okay. So if you guys want to make this stretchy bracelets and you want to make a lot of them, it may be good to invest on one of these things and a bead board. Bead board is good to good for making other types of bracelets too. It helps to measure out your design. Okay, so the final way of making bracelet I have for today is macrame style. Now this is a little time consuming and a little harder to learn, but it is adjustable, whereas stretchy bracelet is not. You have to make the right size. If the wrist is bigger, it's not going to fit. But let's get started with this way of making bracelet. So you need a nylon cord and your bracelets, and your beads, and this measures about 7 inches. I'm not gonna do 7 inches because I want a little bit of room in the back, because you know you're gonna make it adjustable. You're gonna make it adjustable with the knots. So this one's a little tricky. You need to have to measure it correctly and things like that. I just want about this much in the front. So let's get stringing. Again, the same thing. The nylon cord is flimsy, so you're gonna have to fiddle around a little bit with. Sometimes cutting it in an angle helps. And then for this, a way of making a bracelet, you are going to need a lighter. Yes, you get to play with fire. Sorry guys, there's a garbage truck outside. Oops, we're almost done. When I'm wearing my bracelet, I like to wear bracelets that are made with different methods. I just looks nice too. Nice and different. Okay guys, so we have our beads on our string, our nylon cord. So what I'm gonna do is at this point I need to measure the part that's going to slide around. I'm gonna leave about 5 inches long tail. Actually, let's make it 6 inches long tail. I'm going to make a knot here. I hope you can see. And as you can see guys, I never cut my cords out of the spool anytime I'm making anything, because that way it acts as a stopper, as well as I'm not wasting any extra cords. Because if you make a lot of these, you want to save as much of your cord as you want. I made 2 knots there so that our beads don't slide out of this. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna slide my beads all the way to where the knot is, and then make another knot here. This knot is going to be a little tricky because we want this right where our beads end. So you need to gently slide this all the way to the end. And then we're going to make another one of those knots so that the beads don't fall out. Okay, so this is what we have, and then we're gonna cut the same length over here. And then for this one, you have to know how to do the macrame knots. So I'm gonna cut another piece of cord, put my, can you see this guys? You know? Let me see if I can do another color, because let's do it on this so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So you got your bracelet, you got your strings, put them across like this, okay? Across like this. Get the piece of string you're going to make knots with. So slide this underneath your strings, and then so this is how the macrame knot goes. So you have slide them underneath the 2 strings. I'm left-handed, so everything I do is I'm gonna start with left hand. So I'm gonna bring this across, take my second end, and then go underneath, and then put this underneath the loop that we made with the other side, and pull it so that they're equal both ends. We're gonna do the same thing but on this side. So make a loop here, bring your other end, make a cross, and then slide it underneath your cord, and then bring it underneath the loop, and then pull them together. Then we're gonna switch sides, same thing, underneath and underneath the loop, pull them together. And you can do as many as you want. I usually do about 4. So you can stop right here if you want, but I'm gonna do 6 this time. There. You know what? I'll do 8. 2 more. Because I cut a long string, so I don't know if it helps better if I pull them up like this when you're learning how to make this knot. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, we gotta trim this part. So I'm gonna trim, I'm gonna leave a little space here before I trim. And then same thing on the other side. And then we take our lighter and then just run the lighter close to that edge and just dab it. If you take it too close, it'll burn and you'll see like a little black tip. So don't take it too close. Just stay close enough to burn. Okay, so that's it. That's our that knot makes the slider part of the bracelet. And then I did cut quite a long cord at the end, because I never know what I want. I'd rather have longer than shorter. So I think we can go so I'm gonna trim this maybe just about an inch more. So I guess 5 inches would have been enough. Instead of 6 inches, 5 inches, leaving the 5-inch tail works just fine. And then here you can add extra beads to make it dangle, so that when you're moving your wrist, your hand, your tail dangles pretty. So make a knot here so that your bead don't fall out. And if you want, you can do the same thing with the lighter here, so that the knot itself doesn't come undone. Stubborn here. Lighter again. This is the fun part, guys, playing with the lighter. And that's it. There's your bracelet. Let's put it on. There you go, 3 different ways of making simple bracelet. Let me know, guys, which one was your favorite design. I'm gonna just take them out and show them to you one more time. There's one. There's our stretch bracelet. And there's our memory wire bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. Bye.